What is the weirdest and most funny video you've had to record? Ryan asks.
Do you remember when I pushed you into a lake and you lost your glasses?
That was a real thing.
That was brilliant.
That was real.
Well,
it doesn't get more real than that.
Yeah.
Come on, it was pretty damn real.
It was pretty real.
We didn't CGI you falling into a lake.
No, that's
did
true.
We?
And
That's
your glasses, we motion tracked them to
It
the
was
bottom of the
prearranged
lake.
that I would push him into the lake.
Yeah.
It wasn't just. I wasn't actually angry.
I didn't expect to lose my glasses though.
No.
And then
That was just a bonus.
If you listen closely to that video, so that video was, I think, for our first billion views. In the background, you can hear we were we're staying at an American lady's house. Amy.
Oh my God! What's going on?
Yeah, so you can hear
that?
like, Lewis is falling in.
Oh my God! He's falling in.
So-
Someone help him!
We were taking more of the idea of it's better to ask forgiveness and permission.
Yeah,
of,
that's generally our
can we drive
attitude,
your boat
you know.
around and push Lewis in a lake?
It's a good way to live your life, I think.
but-
Just
yeah.
ask for forgiveness after doing stuff, rather than asking for permission and being denied.
So I think that was, I think that's pretty much up there in terms of the weirdest and funniest thing we've done. Lewis, anything sticking out in your mind? Or is it, mainly repressed?
What we've done is weird.
I don't know, like the live action stuff's always weird. Like anytime Simon's lying on the floor covered in Jaffa cakes, or anytime like when you were lying in bed and I did the firework.
Do you remember when I had Warwick Davis on my chair and I was pushing him out of the office?
I mean, the stuff that doesn't get on camera is sometimes a lot weirder, like standing around in Warwick's, kitchen with like 5 dwarves, and or they're all just.
And they had a weird step that they had to pass around.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me a bit of like the Three Witches that share an eye.
Right.
All the dwarves in Warwick's kitchen had to share a stool in order to reach up to the counters, and it was just the step. Has anyone seen the step? Where's the step?
And then you broke Warwick's toilet, didn't you, as well?
Sorry?
You broke Warwick's toilet.
I didn't break Warwick's toilet.
He just wanted to
What
get
we
a bit of
needed-
plumbing in
I
there.
flushed the step down it.
Was the plumber. That's what we
So,
needed.
Guy asks, what's
You
your
missed one.
favourite/funniest glitch you've experienced in the game? So,
Wheels coming off trucks, probably, I think.
yeah,
You nearly died. Of
garbage
laughing.
truck sim.
That stuff just catches you so out of, left field. You just can't predict.
All the Trucking Tuesday glitchy stuff was incredible.
Goat Sim's great, but it hasn't got that element of just unpredictability where you just don't know what's coming. Like us finding a tree growing on upside down on the bottom of the road or something.
I mean,
Do you remember
when
that?
we played those games, we were expecting a professional polished product.
That's right. We hadn't taken them out of like the bargain bin or anything from
They're all
shop.
quite expensive. those
pound
games.
shop games.
They were fairly
We've
expensive.
got
on Amazon.
a shelf full of crap games like the EastEnders game.
There's like
and-
Oil Rig Simulator that I haven't played.
We haven't. Yeah, there's so many more Sims to touch.
I think we're going to try and pass the
exciting.
torch though onto SIPs just to play those shit games.
I think that's best.
When you see that you've got Oil Rig Simulator and you're like, shall I play this? And then you realise that on your computer you've got like literally 100 better games. The Oil Rig Simulator just stays on the shelf. That's the problem.
Also, it might take like hours to get the fucking thing running.
Yeah,
Like,
it's terrible.
like,
It's terrible.
piece of crap.
So Paul asks, is there any chance of another series similar to Volts?
Yep. It won't be called Volts though. And
Amps.
We'll call it Amps.
What?
Yeah. What? Well, I don't know. We'll call it like Nuclear Engineers or something. Me and Duncan want to get back and do some fun stuff. Get the bunker back and fiddle around. We're making a kind of a sort of a complete mod pack, so we don't have to necessarily.
It's got a
fiddle around.
massive compilation.
We haven't
of
had
mods.
good relationships with mod pack makers in terms of Tech It and
Better than Wolves.
Feed the Beast
Oh,
and
shit.
other stuff. But MoonQuest we did sort of ourselves. Reg put it together, and the problem with it is that it's just been so buggy. I like it a little bit, but it's.
But
it's
when I'm
awkward.
putting down like the wrong kind of aluminium wire because there's 2 different types of
yeah,
wire.
we shouldn't be having that stuff.
Oh.
So we're going to try and release a pack on. It's been announced sort of on Reddit, really.
So the Yogscast Complete Pack, a new mod pack with all of the mods, every mod.
We've put our name on it, but it's really like just sort of the same thing they're already using on Chaosville. So it's pretty much Chaosville with missiles in it.
Nice.
Space
and
So
space.
on the back of that,
Yeah,
Daniel
magic.
asks, is there a chance of another Tech It style series? with multiple Yogscast members playing on a shared server.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the things that I wanted to do with MoonQuest was have everyone play it, but they either A, didn't want to, or B, I didn't want them to break everything, because the server was, like, breaking on a daily basis anyway for us. And I know that people love to, like, break stuff. Shin will make a machine that, or someone will make, Duncan will make a machine that pumps, like, wood round and duplicates wood until the server just dies of...
But surely, I mean, the big bonus of having that massive compilation of mods is that we can share it with everyone in the Yogscast, and we can all play on the same server, even if we're doing completely different things.
Yeah, there should be... Think about
if it works.
We need, like, these kind of grand things to quest towards, you know, like getting to the moon, and I really like having that.
Dig a big hole.
Would you guys watch Simon
Is there a mod all about plumbing?
Couple would. A plumbing mod. Well, there's Buildcraft with pipes. So maybe
can water go through the pipes?
Yeah, you can get more ones. There you go. Yeah,
has anyone else got any good ideas?
Fantastic.
Are you making a note of this?
Yeah, dig a big hole.
Brilliant.
Dig a big hole. Plumber tube.
Plumber tube.
Plumber water tube.
I'm interested to know what you actually want to do, because, you know, we don't get to talk very often.
I want to become a god. IRL.
So, a plumbing god or just a normal god?
I mean, it goes from dig a big hole and plumber tube to
god.
That's rather
Godhood.
It's rather a lofty step up.
Well, you know, you gotta have, you know, goals. You gotta set yourself. It's good to aim high. You can't aim much higher than that.
Okay.
So,
steps missing in between. Put a few question marks.
I will make a note.
Right. So, Andrew asks, you did some voiceover work for Awesome Noughts. How did you get this opportunity, and what help could you give to aspiring game actors like Andrew?
Game actors.
Attempting to kind of get into that industry.
Well, I mean, I only got the gig because, you know, I'm part of a massive YouTube channel, and they wanted us to
Are there only
promote
like
it.
2 game actors in the entire world anyway who do the same voices?
There's Nolan North and the guy who
There's that woman
Joker.
who does all the voices
Jennifer
everywhere.
Jennifer Hale, yeah.
She does everything.
Yeah.
She was Leia, wasn't she? Was she Leia?
Yes.
I mean, it's a pretty niche sort of thing.
But what
game
advice?
actor.
So, for example, Simon, you're obviously a man of 1,000 voices, 100 voices, 2 voices.
Yeah, but they're all the same.
They're all the same. But how
Yeah, they're all that.
How did you hone
Is that one?
Yeah, that's the
I
one.
did try and write a list once of all the voices you could do, but it wasn't very constant. It just became a list of prompts, like do an impression of, you know...
An old man who's fallen over.
Yeah.
What does that sound like? I've fallen over!
If I keep rocking on this stool, you'll hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Go on, do the old man.
I want to an old man who's fallen over. I don't know, like that.
Yeah, that's it.
It's as bad as that, wasn't it?
If you had to be consistent for a week and do an old
I
man,
can't.
it wouldn't happen.
I can't stick to the same voice.
No.
It all becomes Griswold in the end.
Well, it's not a good role model to have, honestly. Like, don't practice.
Do a plumber.
They say you should spend 10,000 hours doing something
job.
to be good, to be an expert at it.
So
we've probably been experts at Minecraft by now.
I'm sure equally as interesting to everyone in the room. George asked quite nefariously, if Lewis was taken hostage and the ransom was in Jaffa cakes, what amount of Jaffa cakes would be too much to pay?
I won't pay the ransom. I do not negotiate with terrorists, first
right.
of all.
Okay.
Well, this is not going well.
Secondly, I mean, there's 2 different things you can do in that sort of situation. One is to shoot the hostage, because that puts the person holding you hostage off their guard. So, like, holy shit, you know, I've lost my one bargaining chip. I wouldn't kill you. It would be, like, in your shoulder or, you know, in your leg.
What worries me is Simon has quite an arsenal of Nerf weaponry. So I fear that he would actually be quite good at this.
Also, there's the Robocop thing of shooting between Lewis's legs and hitting the robber behind. Only problem is that Lewis does have something between his legs, and it was a woman in Robocop.
Yes.
So there is a downside to me doing that.
So
but,
ultimately,
you know, you'll still be alive.
I think
I have
Simon's...
all the utmost confidence you'd see me back safe.
I just have to know which side you dress to, so I know where to aim accurately.
Okay.
Shirley asks, do you still have your Superman hoodie? And do you still have a cardboard cutout of Amy Pond?
Oh, God.
I've still got Amy Pond. Yeah.
Really? In your tiny flat?
I've still got Amy Pond. I don't... Sometimes I put a rubber goat head on her head.
Sure.
Because it looks really funny. The Superman hoodie, I don't think I've got any more.
That was from another age.
It was from George at Asda, I think I got it from.
Yeah.
So it was really cheap, a really cheap hoodie, and it hasn't lasted.
Didn't age well.
No,
Okay.
no. The colour ran, and it got a bit threadbare. You know, it was good for a year, and then
It's a enthralling
sadly,
story.
Sad.
So
I don't want to end
I need to get a
on such a sad
replacement,
story
really.
there. The last question is from Lewis, but I think not
What?
you. And he asks, what are your
Adam.
plans for the Yogscast in terms of growth over the future?
very
Do you know how big
business-
you want to be? How
very
many channels
business
you want to
question.
have? You know, what is in the future of the Yogscast?
I don't know. I think we'll just see what goes naturally, ride the wave as we usually do, and just invite the people we like and get on with and can play games with. And
should we move to bigger and bigger offices?
Yeah, I'd like to get a
Isn't
proper
there like the
tower block.
BT Tower in Birmingham?
I
There's like
possibly.
I thought you knew Birmingham.
No.
A glass-fronted.
We'll get a massive tower, an actual real tower.
Yeah.
Do you think that would improve the quality of
Ferraris.
videos that we create? Is
I
having
I just
the-
want to sit in an office and look down on people in a giant tower.
Simon
and a
doesn't
throne
care.
made of gold, surrounded by Jaffa cakes.
So just again,
With a load of
modest
corgis.
And
aspirations.
ladies in bikinis made of Jaffa cake.
Made of Jaffa cake bikinis.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's my aim for the future.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you very much for this part of the day. In
I
around
think
about
we ended
30
on a high,
minutes.
Lewis.
As usual.